Hello, my friends. I showed up today to talk about the DGX 670. It's a keyboard that I purchased back in 2023. I've had it for over a year now, and I realize a lot of people who own it may not understand the power in this keyboard. This keyboard is many things. First of all, it's a great digital piano. It's a nice centerpiece for your living room or any other room. It's very robust, very sturdy. It's got really nice sounds. But beyond that, you can actually use it to program your own new styles. This is actually an advanced feature, so advanced that I want to wager that about 70 to 80% of users, of owners of the DGX 670 may never, unfortunately, realize its true potential, because sequencing and programming new beats is not something everyone is exposed to. I was fortunate to be exposed to the idea about sequencing way back in 1989 when my music teacher said, hey, we're going to be sequencing tracks on the Korg M1. And I learned on the Korg M1, and ever since I've been able to sequence on a lot of Korg products, Yamaha products, and this is a different configuration than other Yamahas I've played, like the Motif XF8. But I'm going to show you today how to program a new style. I'm actually going to be showing you the power of the keyboard by programming a style from scratch. But I wanted to first of all give you a heads up how to navigate this. It's a little bit tricky if you don't see it this close up. So let me show you how it all works. Let me try and elevate the camera just a little bit. So it starts off with menu. You press the menu and then you have menu 1 or 2. You need to use the tab functionality here, and I'm going to lift this up just a bit, so you can see it. You use this to move to menu 2, okay? So if you want to follow along, it's going to help you in the long run. Hit this, go to menu 2, and there's Style Creator, the very first one. Hit enter, and then it says current style. Select current style to edit the selected style, or select new style. You want new style. So what you do is you hit number 8, which is closest to the right, and it goes straight into this menu. And this is where you begin sequencing your track. Okay, it's very straightforward. Don't be alarmed. I know it looks like there's a lot on the screen, but it's not as bad as it looks, okay? The first thing you should do just to get rolling is hit metronome like that. You hear metronome. And then we're just gonna play. It's that simple. So coming over to the keyboard itself, we are going to program in a beat right now. And if you hit the second to the last C over here, and this, or the third to the last C, that should give you at least some sound, okay? So let's lift it up a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna play just like that. So we're going to hit sync start over here, so that the moment you begin playing, it's going to record you, okay? So you got your metronome on? Okay, good. Now just follow along, hit sync start, and just begin playing from here. That's the first C, that's the second C, that's the third C. All right, so now you got the sync start button lit. You are going to begin playing a beat, just like that. And we're gonna add this in. Boom. You just created a new beat. And honestly, the rest is pretty straightforward. When you're done with that, in order to make all the notes line up, you got to do something we call quantize. And the way to quantize is to move over to the channel section over here. So just use tab to move to channel. The very first item, number 1, is selected, and that's quantize. And all you need to do is hit enter, this one. When you hit enter with it selected to 16th notes, let's hit enter and completed. This means your beat is right on the right measure. So there's no variation. Okay, let's hit record channel, come back here and press start stop to listen to what we've done. That's simple. That wasn't difficult, was it? Next, we are going to select a bass. And the way to do that is come over to this section and hit guitar and bass. And then select a bass that tickles your fancy, like electric bass. And let's exit and make sure that this track is selected, track 3. So we're going to use the lower of the 3s to activate track 3. So just hold it for a few seconds. On it comes, and we're going to follow the same sequence. Sync start. Put your metronome on because you want to make sure that you're hearing the right measures. And now we're going to sequence in a bass. It's just that simple. So we're going to play something on the key of C minor. We're going to try C minor here. Okay, so somewhere around here. That's it. And hit stop, and that's it. And there's your bass. The last thing we're gonna hit, go to track 4, and we're gonna play a piano, or we could select an electric piano. So let's come over here, choose an electric piano. I like those electric pianos that they've got. Maybe something from the DX family. Yeah, like this. Like that. Oh. So just anything along the lines of a C minor will do. Okay, as usual, we're going to do same thing. We're just going to hit sync start and metronome, and we're going to just play our chords like this. Boom. You got a new sequence. So when you're done with your first, because on this keyboard it's got A, B, C, D. So if we wanted to, we could create an A version, a B version, a C version, and a D version. Just taking it, and you could add more as you went along. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to save what we've done. Okay, so let's go back to the very beginning, and we're going to hit save. And we're going to call it new style. And I'm just going to call it new style 2. And hit OK. And it saves it. Now you got new style 2 that's saved. Now you could go over to another section You could go to section B and record a section B. You could record a section C and D. But we won't go into all that today. We'll just come out, and now we're into the regular style section. And if you wanted to find your style, it's already selected, but if you wanted to find it, you go to any of the options and just make sure you're in user and go to wherever it was saved. There it is, new style 2. That's it. It's selected. Exit. Make sure you've got accompaniment on. Anything you do is in the context of a C major 7. So to hear exactly what you did, you need to hold a C major 7th chord and just hit start, stop, and play the accompaniment like this. And it's that simple. And if I wanted to silence any of those, I could go to channel on off and I could just quiet the chords. Just play the bass or just like that. So if you wanted to jam to that, you just play on top of it. Bring it back in. And that's it. That's it. Now, next, I'm just going to create a brand new beat from scratch. And you're going to kind of get into the workflow of how it works, how you move from instrument to instrument. I did 3 just now, but next we're going to do a track that has 8 instruments. All right. So smash the like button if you got value from this. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do this with 8 instruments stacked on each other, and then I'm going to perform the song for you at the end. So look for the video that follows this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.